No, yeah, do your thing, bro.
We're gonna go live right now. And it looks like we're streaming. I just want to do a little triple check-a-mundo, make sure that we are rocking and rolling on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Look at us, boys. We're on the internet.
Hey,
look, Mom.
We're on the net. Hey, Mom, look at me. I'm
got
a
cool
rapper
friends.
now.
Yeah. Let me just make sure the audio's good.
See, Dad, I'm not a loser.
I'm doing it, Dad. I'm doing it. I have my priorities straight.
Cool. So it looks and it sounds like we are all good here. We are back at it doing another ZUDECAST interview. I was calling it ZUDECAST one-on-one, but I'm like the threefers are fun, and like I eventually want to do like just other twofers, like have whole groups of fools on. I was thinking to myself, I was like, Young God Mob is so big, I gotta have y'all on in pairs of two at every different point because it's a squad.
Literally, that's what it is. Like 14 of us plus affiliates, so that's like more than like 20 at least, probably.
Bro, even if we filled up the table, it would still make multiple episodes to get all rotated through.
It's cool though. You had
a lot of mics.
Willie and XCVI here too.
Yeah, Willie and X came on a while back. They performed, bro.
Yeah, and I seen that shit was fire.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. That was an episode that for me personally, that made me start watching you guys a lot more after that episode.
I appreciate it, bro.
I streamed that episode too on Twitch.
You did. Yeah, I remember. Yeah. And especially when you guys were like talking about like aliens and UFOs, I'm all like, okay, this is interesting. I have to watch more of this shit.
Yeah, man, we out there, bro. We the Zudes, we the ZUDECAST, bro. I'm a Zude, you're a Zude, he's a Zude, she's a Zude. We're all Zudes, bro. Let's get a quick little cheers here, boys, because I'm stoked to finally get both of you guys on in the studio. We have, of course, it's Solibowl and Godfrey, the free thinker, y'all.
Godfrey.
Woo-wee. How we doing, y'all?
Pretty good. Pretty good, honestly. Today was pretty long, but at the same time, it's good. It's honestly finally glad to be on here because honestly, always fucked with you, and especially like like the shit you be asking, the questions, and the whole content you be having. It's entertaining. Honestly, congrats on all the on what you've been doing. Honestly.
Oh man, I appreciate it, bro. Couldn't make it happen without the other Zudes, without Bobby, without Chris, without CSSB here. Shout out to Josh Jordan.
Shout out to all those
Freestyle Friday.
Shout out to all those dudes, man.
Yeah, everybody who's come through, fuck with our goofy little podcast, bro. It means a ton, bro, for real. And I appreciate y'all for letting me help out with the show promotion earlier this year and stuff too. That was a good time.
That was fun. And I'm not going to lie, bro. I'm not just saying this shit because we're on here and shit. But if it wasn't for you and shit, I don't even think it would have been that, like, you know what I mean? Like, your commitment.
Those promo vids.
And all that shit. Yeah, the promo, I'm telling you, dude.
Yeah.
Bro, like, after that whole thing, I don't think I want to do a show without promoting it in that same sort of fashion. You know what I mean? Like, that shit was, like, off the charts. But also, you got to shout out, too, because that idea was originally fucking Bear, I believe.
Nah, dude. So, hell yeah. It was a good squad effort, bro. The squad effort is what it's all about. Young God Mob's all about the squad effort too, huh?
I mean, I feel like, of course, being in music, there's always squads. There's always like groups and stuff and whatnot. I just honestly didn't think I would ever be in a big squad like Young God Mob, even though like me and Willie Rashawn are the like in Jorian, XCVI are like the mainly the founder members of Young God Mob and shit. But it's fucking wild, honestly, and we're just trying to like get our shit out there, do more shows, and we're throwing our own show, of course. We'll talk about that later in a little bit. Just fucking just trying to do what we can do, honestly.
Hell yeah.
And whoever really fucks with us, like to like have us on their show, like thank you again.
Yeah, man.
We're just trying to like just do business. Really, we're just trying to do business and just trying to like make shows. Especially this year, we're doing more shows, especially headlining our shit too. So
yeah, it's good work. We're just talking about they're just talking about on Groundwork about how it's like artists kind of it's kind of taking it to the next level when an artist is able to like cultivate their own spaces to host events and performances. And that's sick. Congratulations on taking it to that level, guys. Putting on shows is a whole lot to juggle and stuff. So
especially at your own place, when it's at your place. But I mean, like because like we always been planning to like headline our own shit. And honestly, I've been living out the house, the Young God Mob headquarters, also the Void, for like 4 or 5 years now, and it's always been in the back of my mind of throwing house shows here at my place and shit. But I guess we're just taking our time, really, and of course, 2019 is when Young Got Mob was, originated and shit. And so we had to build up our discography and, what we do and shit and whatnot.
It was 2019?
Late 2019 is when Young Got Mob formed, yes.
Wow.
Yeah, and now we're in 2024, which is crazy.
Time flies, bro. That was when I first
does.
started hearing about you and X and Willie. I was starting to get out there and put my art out in like 2018. I was like going to like
we're
jams
seeing
at
that shit, yeah.
Gold Line. Did you ever go to the jams at Gold Line back in the day? Those were tight.
Once. That was mainly, I think, Jorian and Willie going to those.
Yeah. Gold Line was cool, and I remember stepping out and like seeing y'all being like one of the most active people out around that 2018, 2019. I was like, hell yeah.
Again,
is that like a venue? Or
it was like a kind of like a studio space where it was like a mix of like, it was like a dance studio and a music. I don't think it's around anymore, but it was they'd have like big open jams there too, and it was like one of the older ones to be going on. Yeah, it was going around like 2017, 18, and they did those every now and then. And it would be pretty crazy because it'd be like a whole room full of people, just like almost like band class amount of people, but all just like jamming with like 5 guitarists, 3 bassists, drummers,
cool.
like 4 hand drums.
Yeah.
But then people be singing and rapping and stuff too, and But that's what it reminds me of though. When I first heard of y'all, it was like during that whole time, and I started like I went out to like only a couple, and I only like rapped at a couple, but I was like, yeah, man, we all been
especially at Freestyle Fridays, of course, and shit. Like back in those, like a couple years back and shit, and seeing everyone there and shit, and just like, oh wow.
Hell yeah. So you're one of the forming members of it too.
Young Got Mob.
Yeah. Let's hear your side of the perspective of your journey into the Young Gob.
Right? Okay, yeah. So a quick recap. Back in like high school years, which was like around 2015 to like 2012, me and Willie started hanging out more in high school. He was rapping, I was doing somewhat of producing and engineering, and he was just like, because we knew each other in middle school, so we started talking more, hanging out more in high school. That's when we started actually recording music and shit and whatnot, recording for him. And he was all like, hey, I want to make a rap group. I'm like, for sure, who do you think is going to be? And he's like, well, I want you. And I'm all like, at that time, I just got into like writing and rapping and shit, because I started off with poetry and shit. And so we formed in like 2011, 2012, 9-5, and it was just me and him. And the name 9-5 comes like, because back, like when you're working on music, it's like a 9-5. You should treat it, anything that you do with the passion is it should be a 9-5. And that's where the name came from. Yeah. And plus where we live at the time, we used to live at 95823, 95822,
nice,
area codes and shit and whatnot.
I had a feeling, I'm not trying to cut you off, but
no, you're good.
Like my dad and them and shit, they go by like 283. You feel me?
Oh yeah.
But it's because it spells out the cut. I don't know. It's something that has to do with the cut for some shit, right?
Especially location wise.
But then when I heard 9-5, I'm like, what the fuck is the area code 9-5? I'm like, were you all born in 1995?
That's what I thought it was too. Actually, I was all like, okay, 9-5, let's go, because I'm a 95 kid. So I was like, let's fucking go.
But like the concept that you just said right now makes me fucking like, dude, that's super tight. Like just the work, it's just all work. 9 to 5.
Yeah.
That's tight, dude.
But to get back, so yeah, we started 9-5, just me and Willie, and then we added another artist. He goes by King Mikey, but like we kind of like went our different ways with that member, and then we had Jorian XCVI. He was basically the third member of 9-5, and then we had 2 other producers, Glare, Joey, and our homie John. He was there for the time too. And then as time went by, we added our homies 22 Big Ounce and Jig around like 2014, 15. And then it was all 5 members and shit. Me, Willie, Jorian, XCVI, 22 Big Ounce, and Jig. And we started doing shows like around 2016, 17. And we wanted to add more members to the group, so we're like, oh wait, it's too many people already in the fucking group, so let's just honestly just start a label or a collective. And we went more with the collective because like label's a whole nother fucking thing, which we kind of did have back in the day when we were 9-5. But it's just so much work to do, everything and whatnot, especially even looking for talent and shit and whatnot. Yeah. But when we're doing shows more and stuff, Willie's really the whole. Rashawn, he goes by Rashawn now. He's the whole mastermind of like 9-5, Young Got Mob and shit. because he always wanted to expand more. He wanted more people. Every time we're doing shows, he was also talent scouting. And so so that's kind of how we met Soli and shit over at Gus and Gabe's, Townsend, Flighties, their old place, the Bogs, when they're doing live shows and shit.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, do you want like these ones or anything?
No,
Is this the beanie? Just the beanie.
It's getting warm in here. I'm not gonna lie though.
It's been fucking me up, and it's getting warm in here.
Yeah. Yeah, the must is real in here. I will say, bro.
It's cool though.
You get a big episode, and we're all just like, oh yeah, everybody's drinking, and sweating, and
right.
My bad, guys.
No, you're good,
I would have
bro.
took a shower today, but
Hey man, they call me Grody for a reason, bro.
Grody.
So that's real though. So they done swooped you up. So how was that? What was that all about? Tell us about. Yeah, tell us how
you met us.
It was honestly like. I didn't even expect it to happen. It was just a whole.
We didn't expect it to happen.
It was a thing too that wasn't on my mind at the time. And like at the time, what were we talking about? Like this was it really 2019? Or I think this might have been 2018 when I first met you.
17. That's when we're doing the Bog shows too.
Okay, yeah. So I originally and these guys are part of the show too. Shout out to Flighty and Towns. You know what I mean?
Flighty and Towns.
I've been working with them since I was like maybe 18 years old. Like we've been working, and then they were also homies with Alan. So like that's how I met Alan too.
Yeah, Alan the Enigma.
So it was just kind of like us three and shit. And we're just roaming around Midtown, just drinking in alleyways and shit. Underage, you know what I mean?
Typical
chilling,
teenage shit.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like going to like the fucking train tracks and just writing raps and listening to beats and shit and drinking like fucking sake bombs and shit.
Oh
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like easy.
That's an early stage to be drinking. I mean, especially sake.
Dude, hey, I'm not trying to say too much, but fuck it, this already happened, right?
Hey, man.
Fucking Towns had a fucking ID that looked just like him, but it was his older homies. And then so he wrote that around, and his homie was like 21. Let's set on the thing. So he'd be going into the bars and shit.
Fake ID shit.
Just fucking. But we'd go into like Safeway to get our drinks, and I'd just be like chilling outside. You know what I mean? But up until then, so just chilling with them and shit, and then for a long time, bro, it was just rapping, recording shit, and then out of nowhere they're like, yo, we got a house show, we want you to be a part of this. Are you down? Like, you free? I'm like, fuck yeah, bro. So go to the house show and shit. It's one of my first shows I've done in a fucking long time too. So like the only thing in my mind is just like, yeah, I just want to kill it, right? But after mine and shit, they closed it off. And I was like, whoa.
Rashawn was MCing, and he was, of course, a little bit like, like really just introducing everybody, bringing everyone out and shit and whatnot. So
yeah, that's right. Yeah, he was hosting it and shit.
Yeah,
and
he was hosting. Yeah.
And then we had a cipher.
After that.
Was it that one? Or
it was after that.
We did both.
We did both. Yeah.
But I think that one in particular, we had like a fucking cipher on the mic. It was like, like usually like we'll get off the mic and then go in the living room and then
kick
circle
it after
around
party
and shit. But this time it was on the mic and there's people still outside. And then Willie was just like, hey, everyone that rap, hop on stage, let's get it going. And if you're really about it, let's read about them bars, let's get it. Yeah. I forgot what the fuck, but I went up there, we all went up there and shit, and then after party, and it's a house show too. So after party and shit, we just clean up a little bit. We're all inside and shit. We're just chilling. Yeah. And didn't we have like a New Year's Eve there too? Like a New Year's Eve party there too?
I think so. I don't know, but I wasn't there though. I wasn't there though for that one.
I think maybe Willie and so I ended up meeting them more and more and shit, just like little
As
like
time
parties
goes on.
and shit.
Yeah.
But then it was a show that was probably the one you're talking about in 2019.
Yeah,
and that one was like what, like
1918.
But this one, because the reason I'm tripping out, because I know I was a part of YGM way before I met my girl, and I met my girl in 2019.
It was also the one that Chewy was performing there too with us. Remember Chewy?
Yeah. So my girl. Oh fuck, I'm tripping out. So no, I just knew you guys.
At the time,
I get it. I get it flipped up. So I was already with my girl. So anyway, so I think this was like probably like maybe May, like start of the summerish type shit. Yeah. I remember it was hot as fuck that day.
It was hot.
It was hot that day. It was hot as fuck that day. And we did the same thing and shit. We just went through our sets. It was a killer ass show. There was a lot of dope fucking people. Chewy was supposed to close out, but he had a rap battle to go to. Yeah. And then so he ended up just going like second or like third or some shit
Probably
like that.
Second or mid.
It was one of the two, but his show was fucking amazing.
And did you have to follow Chewy?
Oh shit! No, well, I think we were kind of like toward the ending and closing it, kind of in mid and shit. But Chewy always puts on a good performance and shit. I haven't seen Chewy in like
dude. The thing about
year,
Chewy
say,
too,
yeah.
just because we're on that subject just right now and shit,
Recap
but then I'll even bring it back.
Yeah,
is that the thing about Chewy? I've met him a couple times and shit, but the thing that he does and shit is that he isn't just like, oh, you know, I'm big time. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna he's gonna go around and talk to everybody and shit.
Exactly.
And like, but also if he knows that you're performing, he's gonna like motivate you and shit.
Yeah.
Like,
shout out Chewy, by the way.
For real.
Yeah, man. Shout out Chewy.
For real.
He was at Freestyle Fridays a
Yeah,
while
we saw
back,
that.
and they had me doing interviews out here, and
Congrats.
it was dope because I'm like, damn, you know, we used to smoke blunts and listen to him like in high school and shit.
Right,
dude,
same here, dude. Same here.
Just like kicking it, just being like, first of all,
Chewy's a real one.
Him just being here and hanging out was real, but then like the fact that he like came up and he was, you know, he came out, you know, he saw me doing the thing and he was like, yeah, let's do it. Like,
he has a wild ass
dude.
he has a really good social networking thing. Like he's in there, he's always, every show that he's at, he's always like talking, you know, making friends and shit and whatnot. Again, everyone who doesn't fuck with Chewy.
He's talking to people,
who
bro.
doesn't fuck
He's
with
not
Chewy?
like, bro, I know a lot of motherfuckers and shit like just going to Golden Bear and shit, and just because they went there a couple times and shit, then they think they're hot shit. They think that they can just sit
doing a lot of
outside and
shows.
just not talk to anybody and just like have motherfuckers come to them. Like I had a couple dudes and shit come up to me being like, hey bro, doesn't it feel weird and shit when you've been doing this shit for a minute and then people don't even come up to you after they seen you? It's like, I'm like, bro, you need to humble yourself, bro. Like, come on, man.
That's a little, I mean, too, it's all about just being, you know, like making that, initiating that yourself, though, you know what I mean? Like taking the agency in terms of the branding and in terms of, you know, marketing yourself, you know, and what you do. Because, and you guys, you've always been good at that. The Young God Mob.
We try.
Yeah, man, I've always been impressed by it, to be honest, because I mean, it's there. It's, you know, it's a big collective. You guys came out the gate. You know, we're looking for other people who are talented, too.
Yeah.
I saw y'all collabing with each other and stuff, too. Picking up talent like Soul here. And
that was all Willie. That was all. I feel like it was Willie.
Mostly it was all Willie.
But it was all Willie because me and Willie talked a lot. And then
sorry to cut you off.
it was all Willie, huh?
Yeah, no, I would say no bullshit. Like fucking like how we came up with our roster and how we have our members. All of them were from Willie. The only person that I brought in was Jig, because I met Jig when I lived out in North Highlands back in like 2019, 20, and I met him and he was just like freestyling and spitting raps and shit. I'm like, all right, this dude has what it takes, and he's like the only person who was actually like not from the Sacramento area because he's from North Highlands and shit. Shout out North Highlands, by the way. Yeah, that's the only person that I brought, I would say. And everyone else is Willie. Like I said, Willie is the mastermind. He has a good fucking vision. Anyone who works with him should be honestly like honored and blessed to be working with Willie, because like Rashawn, my bad, his new
Rashawn,
seriously,
because he like, oh my god, like Rashawn is like how he takes how he treats and like works with music. And like, you know, everything else, it's just,
he has that energy too. Like it's like when you're sitting in a room with him and shit, it's time. It's like, it's one of those things where it's like, if you're bullshitting around, you're not gonna have a fun time being around him. But
even though we do bullshit, but like, you're right though.
You know what I mean, bro? Bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, bro, like we could bullshit and like, for instance, like, you know what I mean? Like it takes us maybe like 3 hours to fucking start recording some shit because we're bullshitting.
Yeah.
But at the same time, while we're recording, that bullshit is no more. You know what I mean? Like
even before and after the bullshit.
When you see Willie in work mode, it's one of those things where it gets you motivated to be like, man, like there's been a couple of times I slid over and shit, I'm like, I see him doing his thing and he shows me a couple things, I'm like, fuck, I should have brought my computer, bro.
Well, just like his performance too, like just like watching him, like, because when he came on and he played one of his songs on the show, just the passion's really there.
It's there.
Yeah.
Everything's there.
You can see it when it's there. And I've always, like I said too, just you know, I know that all three of you, Willie and X, to me, that's my main point of contact for y'all. You know what I mean?
It's either me or XCVI or Rashawn that you're talking to. Yeah. Or of course Soli and then
But what? Me what?
When it comes to like just talking and like over the internet and actually just talking in person when we're going out and shit.
Oh, I know what you mean. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I don't have no power, bro. Don't let me.
Power in Young God Mob.
That's all Willie and X, bro. Like, don't get it twisted. That's them, man. Like, they have that fucking love and passion with that shit. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I don't, but
they could be hard asses. Because honestly, the thing is, like, you know, when you're working with them and when you write something and you're working with them, and especially if it's their shit, they'll be like, hey, yo, man, that's not it. I'm looking for, you know, like,
Yeah,
I know you could do better. I know you could do
yeah.
better. Save that for something else.
Yeah.
But write something different, because honestly, that's not what I'm looking for my shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I know you could do better, and just bring the good out of you. Like, you could be that one quiet motherfucker in the back, and then be like, what are you doing in the back? You make music? You write? Well, yeah, I write and this and that. All right, well, I got something for you. Let me show you and see what you got and this and that. That's how Rashawn really is. Like,
yeah, bro.
Like, and
100%.
He's just, like I said,
100%.
no dick riding pause, but at the same time, like, that motherfucker.
100%.
That's the. I would say that's like.
Hey, props to the fam for real, bro. Because you know, there's people that make the squad happen. I mean, I could tell y'all, Bobby fucking makes. He taught me how to do all this shit, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro,
shout out to him too.
You helped me be capable, you know, that type of shit, bro. You know, everybody's got their fucking, you know, different gears that they operate and shit. You know what I'm saying, bro? It's a team.
It's a team, you know what I mean? And sometimes I don't think people really understand the term of teams
Nowadays.
I forget what the fuck. It might have been a stand-up. I really wish I could remember, but the terminology of team is, it's like, the entity, it's like the entity around me. Fuck, I know I wrote it down.
Well, I mean, fuck, together everyone achieves more.
That's what it is. Yeah. But then someone else, like I heard, like there's two ways of it. There's that one, and that's one I originally heard. But then some TikToker asshole was like, "Oh, this is a better one I figured out. Let me do some terminology."
It sounds sicker, bro. It's just like this was like the edgy version.
Of educated ass words jumbled in together, and it's like that does sound better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Better rewording it, basically. Yeah,
man, dude. It's just appealing to like the rapper part of your brain. You're like, those are more complicated bars. I like it.
Yeah, but that's the whole thing of a team. You know what I mean? Like when you think of an engine, you know what I mean? Like there's a whole bunch of gears and shit, and there's a whole bunch of things and shit to make this fucking thing to push forward and to operate. You know what I mean? And if there's one little fucking faulty fucking thing happening in that fucking machinery, what's gonna happen? You're gonna go through fucking problems. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And maybe, just maybe, you know what I mean? If that little fucking problem is just, okay, I could ride like 80 more miles on it. What, you gonna ride 80 more miles on it? And then what? Then you're fucked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like,
or worse, you're dropped from the whole
You got to figure out those little problems if there are problems.
Yeah.
But then you also have to think of it as like a fucking engine to a car to fucking keep shit fucking pushing forward. Because if there's any faulty fucking fuckery in it, it's just not gonna work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
And you need to constantly polish it up and clean it up and shit. Have meetings and fucking talk to each other. Make sure each other are good. Make sure that like your family's good. Whoop whoop and shit. It's like a team is a family. It's like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's no holes and like there's no air coming through that bitch. It's just boom. You know what I mean?
Tight,
it's solid. You know what I mean?
Tight butthole, pause.
I
watch too much Workaholics for that.
I know, dude.
I like that.
You already
Tight
know.
butthole.
Fucking butthole.
Fucking chastity butthole. You know what I mean? You're not getting fucked. You know what I'm saying? You're not getting fucked. You're good, bro.
Hell yeah. I was gonna say, you already know the Zudes love Workaholics, bro. Fucking it's a big influence on us for sure.
Same.
Fuck yeah.
But just to recap the whole thing though, with the whole where we left off of making the whole thing of Young Got Mob. So we did shows, and basically doing shows is what made us find more talent and come across more talent and add these more talents and shit. So we're like, all right, you know, we've been doing all these shows. We fuck with you guys.
Fucking a lot of dope motherfuckers.
Yeah, and we've been doing too much shows, but I mean,
a lot.
There
was a stretch from like 2019 to I want to say before COVID. If COVID didn't happen. Let me just say this shit real quick. If fucking COVID didn't fucking happen, oh my God.
There's pros and cons to COVID, though.
No, I'm just saying, bro. Like, dude.
Yeah.
Hey,
no,
bro.
You're not wrong, though.
We all survived a real life Resident Evil plotline. All right, let's give it up for ourselves. Okay, let's for real, because we all made it through. Resident Evil came true, and
I'm a big fan of Resident Evil shit. So yeah,
I'm a huge Resident Evil fan, but that shit sucked. Like,
no, yeah.
Well, like, you really think there's gonna be a big ass dude fucking walk around that's just indestructible and shit?
Yeah, bro.
That fucking wears like a top hat and shit.
There already is, bro. It's me, bro. I'm just out here, bro. Fucking,
that's Young Got Mob, actually. That's everybody.
Honestly, it's me and Godfrey. It's me and Godfrey on like with the trench coat stacked on top of each other, bro.
The Titans,
bro.
Yeah.
That's our fucking. That's our Power Ranger apocalypse fucking thing.
That's
more fun.
Origin story.
More fun than a zombie big man trench coat hat wearing guy just. And it's just like, dialed in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's a lot of steroids. I feel like, dude. I'm not really down with
Well, I
that.
mean, it took hella steps for a young guy up to come to where we are right now. Honestly, I'd be like, But again, it took hella shows for us to be as a full young Gamba member for where we are right now. And of course, we're always still looking to like add more people and shit and whatnot. But right now, we're just focusing on the people that we have right now, and mainly we're trying to do more shows, more like videos, more more like YouTube content and shit and whatnot. That's why we're trying to do more of this shit and just like just put our names out there more and shit. And
Fuck yeah! I mean, because y'all got you guys got I remember there's like the YGM like news kind of thing going. Y'all had the podcast stuff, and then there's Smoking with X as well too. Y'all were getting on the media stuff a while ago.
Yeah, we were doing some shit like that back in the day.
That was COVID, right?
That was also during and after COVID. But Smoking with X, he's always been trying to. X has always been trying to do shit like that, which he's been doing and shit and whatnot. But we also did like vlogs, which is just like interviews of us talking about our albums and our music and shit and whatnot, and just giving more insights and shit. We are trying to pick up that more. Of course, the whole Void thing and shit and whatnot, let me just put the whole like Void quick recap shit. So the name The Void came from when...
This is a show, by the way, folks.
It's also a show, but it's also more things. The Void is more things. So there was a power outage at our place, and it resetted everything, even our router. And when you set your router, you have to set up the whole thing and rename it and shit and whatnot. So I was like, all right, what should I name our fucking thing? So I was like, all right, The Void. The Void has always been in my mind because I play a lot of games. I'm a fucking game nerd. I like sci-fi movies and shit and whatnot. All that shit. So I was like, you know what? Just name it The Void. And then fucking after that, I was like, you know what? I want to do something with that. And I was like, first, The Void was only supposed to be really just because it's a podcast idea. Right now, we're just doing interviews to like stack up on shit before we even start releasing shit. So it was first supposed to just be a podcast, but then I was like, you know what? I could take it to other places, of course, a brand, and then like a podcast.
Oh, so
and
you've been thinking about this for a minute?
Yeah, for about like 2 years now and shit. And then it was a podcast, and then I want to do a brand. And then I want to do, of course, house shows. And I was like, fuck, what am I going to name, like, the house show and shit? And plus, I did nickname the house The Void. So our house has 2 nicknames. YGM Headquarters, YGM HQ, and fucking The Void. So, and I was like, you know what? And I basically, at the same time, I was... I wanted to rebrand our Young Gun Mob podcast, which is Out of Context. We did like one episode and released it. We had a couple more, but I was like, you know what, we should hold back on this because I want to reinvent the podcast. Mm-hmm. So I named it The Void and shit. So The Void is really just a house, that our place. Of course, brand and shit later in the future, podcast, and an event. So of course, you guys, everyone knows Rolling Loud and shit. So when they throw an event, it's like Rolling Loud 2024, 2000, whatever year they're throwing it. That's kind of how I want to have the whole the Void, the house thing.
Yeah, man. Shit. The multimedia brand, bro.
Yeah, and give everybody that we fuck with, people that we fuck with, and people that actually fuck with us and show us love and shit and whatnot. We want to give them opportunities, but of course, mainly it's all about giving us opportunities because we never really headlined our show, and this is our first one, and we're gonna be throwing more in the future and shit. But no, yeah. Also, when you step into our place, you've never been to our place, right?
I haven't been there yet. No,
not yet. But you will though, because
I'm coming to the show.
Yeah, and also catch Zude. We're gonna give him his own vendor, his own little little
bro.
shit.
Cosmic Lord Comics, bro. I'm gonna have my art prints out there, bro. It's about to be tight.
Yo, seriously, if y'all haven't seen his art shit, you need to come out and see him in person and shit. The pictures don't do the justice, bro. You gotta see him. You gotta see him.
You have to meet the artist and actually understand every fucking art piece and shit.
It's just a little peek inside my brain, and it's just like, oh god, shut the window, shut it back, close it, got it, Jesus, close it.
But honestly, because we want everyone to feel welcome and shit and whatnot. Because when you step into our place, leave all that negative shit behind. Leave, you're accepted in our place. Basically, we want people to feel like the whole, the whole place. We want when you step on to the grounds of my place, The Void and shit, I want you to feel comfortable, be yourself, take all that negative shit, leave it out the motherfucking dough. Don't bring that shit in here.
Yep.
We're all here to work together. We all here do. And I want everyone who like, you know, like who does something and shit. Like, you know, if you do anything like, you know, in the Sacramento and like, you know, like area and shit, if you do music, or if you're a cinematographer,
or if you're
a
in
model,
like
if you do
Woodland or like fucking
like
the outskirts, Davis.
Of course.
Or,
But if you do anything like that, I want you to come over and meet people and social network. Because if you need, like, I want also when people come over to the place, I want them to be like, oh, I need a producer. Oh, you got a producer? We got producers right here. You need rappers? Oh, we got rappers. You need models? Oh, you need cinematographers? You need, you know, photographers? Basically, I want it to be like a hub of like, you know, everyone comes together and work together and shit. But of course, have a good time, you know?
Yes, indeed, man. That's what it's all
That's what I'm aiming
about,
for.
bro.
Yeah.
That's what I love that Sacramento's having this very you know
diverse,
diverse cooperative attitude,
yes.
and you know, there's all these different avenues for people to connect with each
Yes.
other, and everybody's making moves with each other, and it's rad, bro. It's super rad.
I love the Sacramento scene right now, and
Yeah.
of course, back in the day from the '80s and '90s, I'm an old head when it comes to like, you know, music and shit and whatnot and everything and shit. Like, you know, shout out to Bro Lynch Hung, fucking, you know, Sibo, fucking everyone and shit from back in the day and shit.
The
Gangsta
Cuff.
Dre, the Cuff, fucking shout out to like, you know, all the old people, all the old heads that
OG Sax,
all the OGs and shit that fucking really paved the way for us to do this shit.
Yeah.
Hey,
And like,
agreed.
My Sac legend
Real.
shout out, bro, is shout out MC Ride and Death Grips, bro.
And, oh my God, MC Ride and
MC Ride and Death Grips, bro.
Yep.
Dude, me, Bobby, and Chris, the Zudes, of course, we've been saying we gotta do our own little Death Grips, bro, because Bobby produces and he's filthy on the electric shit, and Chris plays guitar, and then I do the rapping, and I'm like, bro, and we were talking for a while. We're like, it should just be Zudes, not the Zudes, not just Zudes.
Just
that's a good, that's a good one. That's a good
What
one.
we just play? No, because
Zudes.
we eventually want to get in on the house show vibe too and do Zude Fest, bro, and like fucking have it be like a mix.
I'm not gonna lie, I like that name. Zude Fest, I like that.
Yeah, Zude Fest, and it's comedy, music, and art, and
I love that.
And yeah, we're
Especially
gonna
with
get
the comedy.
We're gonna be getting this is my plug. We're also using this podcast to make micro content. So anybody watching, if it gets a little scripted. Hold on, actually, let's check some chats real quick because I think there are people
sure.
watching.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
let me see here. So we got Good Afternoon. I came on here
What
on
up,
some
Moon?
I
Oh,
came in.
shit.
He said,
Moon.
This one's for you, Moon. I'm taking a
Hey,
little shot for
Moon.
you.
Hey, I just
Everyone who's on the
realized
show,
Moon
too.
doesn't like mint chocolate chip, guys.
I was gonna say he came. Oh wait, where'd the chats go? Let me see. Hold on.
I like
It
mint
says,
chocolate chip.
I came here on some thin mint hate shit, and Soul knows what's up. Fuck, I'm talking about. Don't trust his propaganda.
Oh my God.
Good afternoon. We're gonna need you to explain that a little
I'm
more
using the
later.
bathroom on that, Moon. Fuck you.
For sure.
First piss break. Let's go.
First piss break.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is for Moon.
That's how you know it's a good
This is for Moon and
Zudecast.
his mint hate. Fuck that.
Again, shout out to everybody.
That's a real
who's on the
right there,
show.
by the way. That's a real.
Right.
So we got that. Solibowl saying what's up. Solibowl eats toothpaste and chocolate.
said
Oh
that?
man. Good afternoon, dude.
Oh.
He's still slandering Thin Mints. We got Bell Stars saying, what is up, my Zudes? The Void
Yo.
reminds me of Donnie Darko. It does. You do got Donnie Darko vibe.
Who said that?
Bell Stars Jewelry.
Oh, okay,
She's
yeah,
the
no,
homegirl. Yeah,
okay,
she's,
no, yeah, you could, I was just chatting up with her, like, you know, like, for especially for like vendors and shit.
Yeah, she's
like
a great
that.
vendor. She's a sweetheart.
No, yeah, I like that. I've seen her vend, like, you know, I've seen her a couple times at events and shit. But honestly, I like that comment. That was a fire ass. I love Donnie Darko.
I love Donnie
Especially-
Darko too. You already know.
Oh my-
I was Donnie Darko for Halloween a couple
Really?
years ago, and then my girlfriend at the time, she was she had like a demon like Frank the Bunny kind of mask. It
Yeah.
wasn't exactly the same, but like you got
Was
the
it-
point.
I know what you're talking about. I know exactly.
Yeah,
what you're
yeah.
talking
It was
about.
like creepy bunny mask, and but
Yeah.
she did like a slutty Frank the Bunny,
Ah,
and then
I feel it.
I had like the skeleton suit and just like the gray jacket he wears. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then he does like that. You know, he does like the 1,000-yard stare, just like.
The whole head tilt.
Yeah,
Yeah. Honestly, dude, when
Yeah.
I first saw that movie, I was all like, because I was hearing the reviews, I was like, okay, like, you know, it's a guy, it's a, you know, a kid with like, you know, with supernatural
Hey, can I hit
powers.
some of that?
Of course you can.
Yeah.
But honestly, when I did my research on when I did research on that movie and I watched it, I'm all like, whoa, it's like, it opens your mind up to like everything
so
else.
Donnie Darko is a quantum physics movie disguised as an edgy teen movie.
Yep.
And it's a huge influence on how I want to handle the main character of my comic book, Che the Guardian, because it's a
Nice.
lot of like oh, it's just like normal teenage shit you're going through.
Yeah.
It's nothing.
Yeah.
Get it together.
Yeah.
But what he's really experiencing is like this cosmic fucking shit going on in his mind because he has hella strong ESP. But they're like, no, you have problems. You need to be medicated. You need to go to your therapist.
Yeah.
You're ruining your own life.
Yeah.
Well, he's actually
experiencing
some fucking metaphysical shit that's hella crazy, and it's fucking with him while dealing with his own life, you know?
Exactly, especially the teenager. Yes.
Yeah. And so that's my whole
thing. Shout out to Jake Gyllenhaal, by the way. Good actor.
Gyllenhaal, the goat.
With that actor.
Bro, I just want to say there's a fucking stand-up joke I want to do, and I said, I don't know how I'm going to get here, but I was going to be like, man, someone's Jake got Gyllenhaal until their Heath was Ledgered. Or no, someone's Heath got Ledgered till their Jake was Gyllenhaal. That's
fun. That's a little funny.
Shout out Brokeback Mountain.
Brokeback Mountain. Honestly, I was too young watching that shit, but at the same time, I'm glad I watched it at a young age, because honestly, just like, you don't want to be a young kid growing up and be like, and have an old head knowledge being pumped into you, which is always negative, which has always been negative. Like, oh, if you're like, different than society, keep it, like under wraps, because, people will hurt you.
It's so sad. Like, it's such a sad movie because like everybody like jokes around. It's like, oh, they bang each other in the tet. I will say Jake Gyllenhaal's a hoe, bro, because like that wasn't his first rodeo. Let's just say that. Yeah. But it is a sad movie because the whole movie's about like,
you guys talking about
Brokeback Mountain.
Brokeback Mountain.
I love movies. Don't get me started on movies, but I love movies, especially fucking like shit like Donnie Darko and Brokeback Mountain.
Is that the one about Jake Gyllenhaal
and Heath Ledger are gay cowboys?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
They you guys watched that together one night or something, and you guys were like, I don't know about that night. Wait, are we talking about movie next? Are we talking about movie next?
Well, so you walked out of the room. We started talking about Donnie Darko because we were reading chats, and Bella said that The Void reminds her of Donnie Darko, and so we talked about Donnie Darko, and then we're talking about Jake Gyllenhaal.
Isn't Donnie Darko like the black dude or whatever, or is that someone else?
No. Donnie Darko is like
it's a sci-fi.
It's hard to explain.
Coming of age in a way, but it's mainly sci-fi kind of shit.
It's like a teen drama, quantum sci-fi kind of movie. It's a trip because he's like schizophrenic, but like all this stuff's happening that involves like quantum entanglement.
But it's actually happening. Though. So basically, he kind of has like a power too, because like I don't want to spoil it, but at the same time, like like he's able to manipulate time and shit and whatnot. And and he's also told
the thing they're talking about in that movie. It's called a Kismet trail. That's the real thing that like quantum physicists, magic fools, philosophers, like religion people. They said anytime anything happens or you do something, you have this energy that propels forward from yourself, because you need the fucking the inertia, the mental inertia, the spiritual inertia to do anything, to fucking move, to think. Like your thoughts go ahead of you and your intentions go ahead of you before you go. And so that's your Kismet trail. It's fucking grooving along way before you are. And so in that movie, he starts to be able to see the Kismet trails, but then because he's seeing them, he could interrupt them, and he fucking keeps on like things change and happen how they're not supposed to happen.
Does he eventually figure out how to not interrupt them? And does he like end up going down? This
you gotta watch the movie. You gotta watch the movie and find out.
When you come over, I'm gonna show you it, because
it's a great movie. It's a great movie.
I don't know if I'm comfortable watching a movie of a white dude named Donnie Darko that has like. I'm fucking around.
I feel it.
I'm fucking around. It's all jokes. That's all jokes.
You're good, buddy. Come on. This is ZUDECAST. Come on.
We can talk about anything.
Come on,
yeah, bro.
No, yeah.
You know how many times
I'll watch it.
You should. You should. It's
like shit like that. Oh, dude.
Well, because he's in like suburbia.
Quick question though.
Yeah.
You said it's a teen movie, right?
Yeah.
Are there any unnecessary fucking sex scenes where I'm seeing boobies out of
nowhere?
No.
Even though it's 90s. Even though it's 90s.
I know you think the 90s would pull some shit like it doesn't. It's just it's kind of on
some more serious.
It's kind of on some Tumblr vibes. I'm not gonna lie, it gets a little bit teenage. It gets a little corny sometimes, but it's very intentional too, though.
But again,
because it's a coming of age story, like that is the theme of it. Like he's like 17. Like it's like Catcher in the Rye kind of.
So like there's certain scenes where he's like, "Mom, I have hair on my nuts."
Oh no! He actually.
It's more like he's.
What is this?
It's more like he's talking to the school psychiatrist, and they're like, "Oh, okay."
He's kind of a black sheep of the family too.
Yeah.
So is it one of those movies where he knows more about physics but doesn't know about his adulting body growing? You know what I mean? He's like,
it's not
what
about
is this puberty.
It's not about.
This doesn't involve physics.
No.
It goes against the laws.
Well, you got to watch it and find out.
Yeah.
It's a trip to experience. explain. It's a
I'm a
cool
watch
ass
it.
movie though. Yeah,
I'm gonna fucking watch it. I'm not gonna lie.
you'll like it.
I'm
I think you'll like it a
I'm
lot
actually
because it's
fucking-
got young Seth Rogen is the bully too
Yeah,
in the
he's the
movie. Yeah,
bully,
young
yeah.
Seth,
Really?
yeah, young
Yeah.
Seth Rogen is the bully in the movie.
I forgot the
Yeah.
actor that plays fucking
It's called Donnie. Is it really called Donnie? How do you spell
Donnie
Donnie?
Darko.
Is it
Donnie Darko.
D-O-N-N-I-E?
D-O-N-
Yeah, just look up
NNIE.
like a poster real quick. You'll see already. Like, oh yeah, look, it's trippy. It's a trippy movie.
No,
That's a good name,
I
though,
just need
Donnie
to write
Darko.
it down
I
and
love
shit
that
because
name.
I've been drinking and stuff.
no,
no,
you're
you
good.
remember
You're
it,
good. I'm
yeah.
telling
So
you.
is that how it's spelled?
Boom. Yeah, I'm telling
Yeah.
you. Yeah, pull up a fucking poster
Since
right
we're
now.
talking about movies and coming of age
Yeah,
movies,
I just want to say, dude, I love talking about movies, and we should do
Same.
movie. I'm trying to do more movie reviews, Zudes
I'm down.
reviews. It's
I'm
already
down.
been a segment.
I'm down, too.
I'm
I just
trying
need
to,
to see the
bring it
movie,
back
though.
because
You know what I mean?
exactly. But we could talk about any movie, old or new
Yeah.
type shit. You know, I want it to be just like a whole anything we like,
All right.
anything kind of.
I have a good question to ask, and this is a fucking really specific question.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you guys ever like feel like uncomfortable during certain movies?
I mean, it depends.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. It takes a
Yeah.
lot to make me like uncomfortable, but
All right, let me break it down.
it can be very specific,
Let me
though.
ask you some things that I feel uncomfortable, and let me see if it makes
Seen
you
in
feel
movies.
uncomfortable. Right? That you see in movies, right? So let's say it's a high school. You know what? As a matter of fact, before I get onto this, because a lot of these motherfuckers watching, take a shot. Cause I might be
Oh, yeah.
hitting your
We're all
favorite.
gonna
I
take
might
a
be
shot
hitting
real
your
quick.
favorite fucking shows.
I'm gonna take out my sweater real quick.
I know it's getting. We feeling hot, hot, hot.
So-
Dun, 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 bum, 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 bum.
Oh, yeah.
Me mind on fire. We got that wire feeling. Dum, bum, bum, bum,
And it's
bum,
raining
bum, bum,
out
bum, bum, bum.
outside, and it's raining out outside,
it's
and I'm
cold.
feeling like hot inside.
It is
Oh
raining
dang,
outside.
bro!
I don't
Homie-
even know.
Homie giving a flash of the goods. Godfrey said he was gonna strip naked on the stream.
did
He's
say I
already
was gonna
starting,
show
bro.
some skin.
Hey, he's starting. Yeah, he did
Oh,
say
oh,
so.
Yo,
said-
Whoa! I see that in the
Scandalous.
screen, bro.
Scandalous.
Hey.
Hey,
I
yo.
thought only
Not hairless,
bro.
but no.
That's real pepperoni, bro.
My nipples pepperoni? I don't know.
yeah, bro. Hey, Mountain Mike's, can I get a small pepperoni? That's what that is, bro. That's a fucking. That's a greasy nipple right
Honestly,
there.
I would just say, Eli, thank you for having us on.
Oh,
I
of
love-
course.
this
Thank
is-
you
I'm
guys
having
for
fun
hanging
right
on,
now,
bro.
honestly.
Yeah, I'm having a great fucking time already, bro.
Hey,
Yeah.
don't be afraid to drink that because I got another one.
Oh, I'll take it.
yeah.
Oh, come on, buddy. Yeah, you
Okay,
already.
so
just-
if you
just
got more,
Go
I'm
in
gonna
my
take.
bag. It's the one. It's a flap that's already open. You'll
Would
find
you
it.
want it? I'm gonna save the rest for this myself because I don't drink beer. But Eli, if you want one more hit of that,
I will take one more hit. Thank you so much.
Dude, I'll buy you another fucking.
You're exposing
bottle,
my government.
well,
No,
that's all
I'm
I
just
have for right
kidding.
now, though.
bro. For right now.
Yeah, for right now.
May I
'Cause
take a
don't
little
drink
more
beer.
sippy?
I don't drink beer.
This isn't even beer, bro. Like, if people really, I'm really about to put this in the camera. Fuck it, dude. This is a poor man's beer.
Nah, fair enough.
The
Hold on, I
motherfuckers-
gotta piss now too. See, we're getting pissed.
Oh, so
Everybody's
go ahead,
pissing.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
how you know it's a good Zudecast.
Yep.
Go ahead, go
It's
back,
good.
we'll
It's
be
good.
here.
We got it, dude. Everyone knows this one.
But just for a plug-in, March 23rd, Young Gun Mob, we're having our own show, and it's gonna be in Sacramento area. Let me go ahead and tell y'all who's gonna be there because there's a lot of people who are there that you know. So we have Pure Mafia. Shout out to Pure Mafia. We're gonna have Teolia there. We're gonna have Goo. Shout out to Goo. Moon.
Hey, go slow. You don't gotta
okay.
You're not on a 30-second
okay,
reel right
okay,
now. We
okay,
got
okay.
time.
A cool
Let's do
plug-in.
it over. Let's do it over.
Pure Mafia.
They
They mainly come from Woodland.
Pure
Shout out to Pure
Mafia.
Mafia. Teolia.
Teolia.
Teolia. Goo.
Goo.
And we got Moon.
Moon. Fucking the mid hater.
And then we got Young Gamma, which is Rashawn, XTVI, Towns, Flighty, Solibowl, and Don Dada.
Yes, sir.
And then we have Uncle Pill. Shout out Uncle Pill.
Uncle Pill.
Uncle Pill doing his thing on Channel 5. Check that shit out.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Nina Rose. Nina Rose is going to be
Nina
there.
Rose.
Alan the Enigma. Shout out to Alan the Enigma.
Yo, it's Alan, baby.
And Moon Magic. Shout out to Moon Magic.
Moon magic.
And then, of course, we have Apollo Snow.
Apollo
Snow.
Our DJ is gonna be Beatum, SS Beatum. Shout out to SS Beatum. Hit him up for
SS beat him.
hit up Beatum for music videos, beats, anything. And yeah, and also shout out to all of our vendors that's gonna be there right now. ZUDECAST, of course. Bella Stars Jewelry, I believe that's the name of it. And then of course Tank Shit. And then a lot more. I can't really think of it right now. But
gonna
don't worry.
it's
I'll
gonna be
plug you
fun.
guys in later. Don't worry. I got you guys.
Just know it's gonna be fun. You can drink, you can smoke, you can have fun, mingle, do your
Yeah.
thing. And right now, if you're watching, smoke 'em if you got 'em. If you got
Sip
a
on
beer or like a little wine, drink 'em if you got 'em.
Cheers, boys.
Salute.
Cheers.
Salute. Clink.
Clink.
By the way, this show's happening on March 23rd over at the YGM headquarters.
Also the Void.
The Void. I don't know the fucking...
Well, we could share.
We're not going to address it right
we could share the
now,
ad
bro.
right now because honestly, in
You
March,
sure?
yeah, March where we're gonna start. So it's the 29th is the last day of this month. So
Just
7558 24th Street, South Sacramento.
Say it again. Say it again like a commercial.
75 Come on down, 7558 24th Street, Meadowview, blah blah blah. Yes, come. Pause.
75, 58, 48 Street. Come do us in Meadowview. It's going to be a great show. 75, more. That's how they do it, right?
Oh, they gotta do
speed it up
the
and
feed-
shit.
the
You gotta
up.
speed that shit up.
Terms and conditions apply. Leave your beef at the door. Terms and conditions apply. Leave your beef at the door.
Hope you have a
Come,
good day. That's all it is.
come
By
right
the
down.
way, we are still looking for vendors. March 15th is the deadline for vendors. So go and hit us up. There's a vendor fee. Hit us up for that. I don't think I should be saying this, but we will have another show later this year.
Oh yeah.
But go ahead
better.
and hit us up. Vendors who are already performing, vendors that are already coming to the March show, hit me up if you want to be on the September show. Zude, you're definitely going to be there. But yeah, we all are still looking for vendors. We have probably like 3 or 4 or 5 vendors. Vendor slots.
You are now a part of the rap scene forever. Inside.
He's already been
what I mean?
even before Young God Mob, but at the same time, yeah, Young God Mob affiliate. But you know, again, just like everyone is a Zude, everyone's a young god. Because again, definition of young god, honestly, it's like living like a king. You know, people want to live like kings. You know, I want to live like a god. Honestly, like I want to make sure I have everything that I have to live the way I want to live. Of course, it's all about self-expression. Of course, it's all about, being young. I'm 27. I'm pretty sure we're all fucking in our 20s and shit. But really, it's just doing us, like doing young God shit. Like following our dreams. Fucking doing what we can. Fucking everyone. Like of course, at around our age, are fucking like entrepreneurs and shit and whatnot. Shout out to all the young entrepreneurs out there and shit. Yeah, man, we're just trying to do what we can.
It's awesome because I feel like our generation was very much so fed the like, oh, go to college, do everything right, do everything neat, and then everything's gonna be good. But then we all had to fucking deal with the world changing in such an insane way. So the only way to go forward is to just really adjust to it. I mean, make sure you're good, be responsible, of course. But you got to live your life, man. We only got one life, and it's like most of us aren't going to own a house. Most of us aren't going to pay off our school debts. They're gonna hold the school debts over us forever for the rest of our lives.
Can I?
But yeah.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say though, you gotta grab your own life by the balls and
wrap it around.
Do what you gotta do because you only get one round around the sun.
Facts.
And we well, actually, you know what I mean. But
add on what Eli's saying. Sometimes it doesn't have to be like that. You don't have to live up to a certain social cue, a social fucking status. You don't have to live up to all these motherfuckers' expectations of what they expect you to fucking do.
Yeah.
It's your fucking life at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Every fucking minute, every moment, every year, every fucking sentence you say to people, that's
every
you.
millisecond.
That's you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So don't make excuses for yourself.
Yeah.
First of all. Don't try to fucking make it seem like, oh, the fucking life because I'm of this color and that color. You're victimizing yourself. Don't fucking do that. I can do this shit all day. I can victimize myself. I'm black and Mexican. I could fucking,
I would say,
bro, come on, bro.
No,
come on, get the fuck up out your house, bro. It's all
find that energy too. Find that energy to get up out that bed and just honestly just do what you want. Honestly, like like growing up and doing music and doing what I'm doing and shit. Of course, like we're young, when we're young, we grab the life by the balls, we do whatever the fuck we can and shit. But honestly, just don't be afraid to be yourself. No matter what you're doing, I don't care if you're doing music, I don't care if you're doing porn, I don't care if you
doesn't matter if you're gang banging, it doesn't matter if you're trying to act like you're gang banging.
I tried to tell people to stay away from gang banging in a way, but at the same time it's understandable. You know what I mean? Yeah, no, I feel you. I feel you.
I think there's like different there's almost like it's almost on some Silent Hill shit in life where there's like you know your normal world, and then there is like the darker, more fucked up underbelly of whatever people are going through. And again, it's like, but being creative, expanding the things that make you feel like valued in yourself
and what you want to do,
and what you want to do is the things that's going to bring you up to like the light side.
No matter what it is,
the fucking, you know, the dark side, even Star Wars too. It's all like greed and you know, stress and like worrying and like, you know, worrying about things that are outside of your control and trying to control things that are outside of your control are like the pathways to really stressing the fuck out and not being able to achieve those things. And sometimes it sucks because people really are stuck in situations where they're not able to be themselves and grow in the way that they need to, like for healthy wise, you know. And I mean, it's like the Buddha says too, they're like, suffering is literally just you being in a situation you don't want to be in. That's all suffering is. And so, you know,
how to get out of that.
Years and years of being in situations you don't want to be in can add the fuck up, you know, and that suffering is valid.
You know how you can get out of a lot of the shit unless you're just like a slave? Because, you know, I'm not going to fucking... I know a couple people who were fucking, like, females, you feel me? That are like
following foot
of this, you know, of like Asian descent type shit, who are fucking bots.
No, I feel it.
You feel me? And there's still
especially
okay. If you're not fucking like that, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
You just gotta break out of that cycle. You know, like fucking like
how you're raised.
We forge our own chains, you know what I mean? Like,
No, it's the exact same thing like Game of Thrones, right? Mm-hmm. So the whole point of Game of Thrones and shit, and if you guys watch Game of Thrones, if you haven't, I'm not gonna ruin anything by saying this, but the whole point of the fucking show is basically ending the fucking wheel. You know what I mean?
Breaking the process of what your family has done and doing something totally different new. I like to add on to that, especially what Eli was saying. I feel like being in this life, there are 3 different types of yous. There's a person you want to be, there's a person you don't want to be, and there's a person that you are. You can't be the person that you want to be, and you can't be the person that you don't want to be once, but you have to be both of us at the same time. Mm-hmm. You have to fucking honestly grow a backbone for yourself, stand up for yourself, and you want to also do good by others, but you also have to defend yourself. So that's why there's three versions to everybody. The real you, the person you don't want to be, and the person that you are.
And there's, I mean, too, you go to like Jungian psychology. I bring up Carl Jung all the time on the fucking show because Jungian psychology is fucking lit. And there's like, there's like the id, there's the, you know, the ego. The ego is like the mask you put on to operate as a person. The id is like who the fuck you are deep down, like your carnal desires. And then the super ego is the like fucking like the higher consciousness that is aware of both. And then there's the shadow, which is like the id's dark side, you know, where it's all like
insecurity. There has to be some kind of insecurity.
That would be, I mean, that'd be like your id or your shadow. It'd be more your shadow.
Be either or.
It'd be your id or your shadow, because it's like you're either insecure because of carnal desires that come to your mind, or it's the literally the like your shadow work, like people do shadow work. It's like that is the underbelly of your underbelly.
Yeah, right. It's also like fear too, like fear of being what you want to become, but the person that you are right now, it's, you know, I would say fear lies in between the person that you want to become and that you don't want to become. And
I feel like the fear, like when you say the fear of what I want to become, that sounds like some like fucking like, oh my God, I know that this is destined for me and I'm scared of it. That doesn't seem realistic. That seems like more of like a...
It can be.
Yeah, if it's a movie like Anakin Skywalker, you know what I'm saying? Like,
well, that's different. Those are fucking actual fucking like, you know.
Oh,
like,
no. Fucking Game of Thrones too. Like fucking, you could predict it from the fucking beginning. Old girls are Targaryen and they're fucking known for it's incest shit. So incest and incest, it's not in the right brain. So you can kind of like fucking foreshadow that shit. But you know what I mean? Like when you say it like in those terms and shit, it's like as if you fucking like had a conversation with a higher being, or like you had a dream or some shit, and it was like, yo, this is what you're gonna be, this is what you're gonna become,
this is what you're destined to become too.
Do not believe anyone.
Yeah,
it's a lie. This is what you're gonna do.
Just control your own shit. Do your own shit. Young got shit.
That's not even real. Yeah. That's not real.
No,
that's not real.
Yeah.
You can fuck up at any one of these moments, and there could be something in shit to where you can like help yourself out to make you put yourself in a totally different fucking.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Well, another aspect about like Jungian psychology is where like he basically says like, when you dream, like the different messages that get told you are like archetypal messages that like our minds naturally build like subconscious thoughts around.
Even
and that's
when
why a lot
yeah.
of people have dreams where they're like, I had a dream that XYZ was telling me XYZ, you know, and it's like some part of their brain is trying to tell themselves something through a form that we have evolutionally like developed like subconsciously.
Yeah.
And I mean, what you're saying too, I mean, some people don't have that problem where they're like, nah, I'm gonna be what I'm gonna be and I know it. And then there's other people that have imposter syndrome to the fucking max, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like, you know, some people have ADD, some
I
people
just
don't.
have-
People
you know?
who can't even fucking sleep well that night and too.
Well,
and
I
shit,
mean,
so just
I
like,
mean,
yeah.
I feel like it begs the question of like, okay, so then how do you develop these like skills or whatever? How do you like kind of get out of that rut? You feel me?
Takes time.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
me and shit,
self-awareness.
I had parents and shit from day one and shit. They're telling me like, yo, don't let anyone tell you that you're not black or you're not Mexican and shit. Doesn't matter what the fuck you look like. You guys both know Luna. You guys both know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Does she look anything like black or Mexican? Let's be let's be real.
Hey, I get it.
I'ma
though.
say-
I get it. I'm the weirdo of my family too, though. So you know what I mean.
Same,
So you know what I mean.
same.
Like you already know. Like I mean,
Okay.
My nickname
that's
is
what I'm
somewhat
saying,
Weddle
bro.
from my family, yeah.
And then so me and her have to deal with motherfuckers telling us that we're not real Mexicans.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
we don't know how to speak Spanish or wooty
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But then Luna
I don't
got
know
the
how to speak
most, and
Spanish,
I would
yeah.
have to fucking
bro,
fight for her.
Is it
you know
all,
what I'm saying?
all non-Spanish speaking Mexicans right now, bro? And also technically all light-skinned Mexicans right now. Let's fucking go.
No, but I had
You're facts,
motherfuckers
yeah.
that were black and shit and that lived in the same neighborhood as me telling me that,
Yeah.
oh, you're not a real black dude. You're just fucking mixed with
Yeah.
It's like, bro, are we really on that
Well,
right now? Like that doesn't make sense.
Let's go ahead and give our background of what we are. I'm Spaniard, Native American, and Mexican. Cherokee and
Me and
Apache.
him used to get in
bro,
arguments.
Hey, bro, jinx.
Arguments.
I just want to say jinx, bro. Spanish,
Exactly.
that's
Me
what
and him would get
that's
in
what I tell
arguments. I'm
people.
like, bro, you're a Spaniard?
Spaniard, yeah. Everyone,
First
every time when I say Spaniard, everyone's like, "You're Spaniard." I'm all like, I understand Spaniard has been a
killed
lot of
all my
fucked up
people,
shit back in the day. I am so,
Hey.
on the whole thing of Spaniards. I'm sorry. I would say I'm sorry for what the history has done, what Spaniards have done. But no, yeah, I feel
He's
it.
apologizing to me right now,
I'm
guys.
apologizing on the behalf of all Spaniards, even though people don't, even Spaniards won't claim me as Spaniard, but I'm sorry.
I'll just say every time you say that Spaniards are just white people, the racist Spain government is like, yes.
No, yeah.
Because
It's
you want to know
right.
why? They tried to cover up their own history that
Exactly.
Spain was mostly Arabic for
Yep.
hundreds
Yep.
and hundreds of years.
Yep.
It was a Muslim-ruled Arabic
Yep.
empire.
Yep.
And that's why there's, first of all, so many, like, I always joke around. I say, when I tan, I don't look like fucking... I don't look Mexican. I look like Mowgli from the Jungle Book. I look like I should be from
No,
Iraq.
yeah.
Like I look
Yeah.
Middle Eastern.
Yeah.
When I tan real hard.
Yeah.
You
And
look
it's-
like you love Hawaii, dude.
I do.
Seriously,
I do.
dude.
I do.
You
I
would
do.
fucking
Hawaii.
probably just stay there.
Don't tempt me. Don't tempt me.
ZUDECAST is gonna be recorded
ZUDECAST
in
Hawaii.
Maui now.
ZUDECAST Maui, bro. You already, that's
gonna be a
anywhere.
thing.
That's
That's
why
gonna
I
be a
go, bro.
thing.
Hey, bro, pray for Maui. They're still recovering
Pray for Maui.
from the wildfire
I
slash
was just
space
over
laser.
there.
Dude, I remember.
I was
Yeah,
just
yeah.
over there.
How are things going over there?
It's really beautiful still, but it's all in like the old town. You know what I mean? And you know what the fucked up weird thing about it is? And I'm gonna fucking say this shit. I don't give a fuck, bro. Cause I've been hearing all this shit. I follow like, you know, like these pages and shit that are like they don't.
I see a lot of
they're-
pages too.
They're down with like the whole like, yo, the government has some weird shit going on, pretty much, right?
Facts.
But then there's some posts and shit that I'm like, nah, bro, I'm not gonna listen to that shit, right?
Yeah.
But this fire happened out of nowhere. And they have live videos of this shit too. I did the research because I go there all the fucking time, bro.
Yeah.
I know these spots. You know what I mean? Like,
You're fluent
I
in
know
the
these
whole
people.
area.
I know
Yeah.
these people,
Yeah.
bro. I've been with my girl. It's about to be 5 years now, y'all.
Congrats.
So for those 4, I've been there 4 times.
Yeah.
Each year, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Boom, all the time, guaranteed. You feel
Yeah.
me? We been there enough to know and meet these people. You know what I'm saying? Because they're every time we go there on another year, they're working there, the same people. Especially if it's the same faces, we're like,
Yeah.
hey, yo, what's up?
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
It is a small island, but even though it's it's small island, but still big.
Well, Maui's
Tipping
tiny.
them.
Maui's tiny. You can get
Well,
around
yeah,
Maui
yeah,
in like
yeah. Well,
3 hours. You can get around the whole thing in like
The
3
entire
hours.
island, both islands, I would say, yeah.
5
hours.
Still, that ain't shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a tiny island.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's like
But-
what 5
but
hours.
What,
from
what were
Sac
you gonna
is
say?
like
Were you
what?
about to talk about the space lasers, bro?
Space lasers.
Yeah, I mean, I
I
never seen footage of it. I might have seen a photo, but they're green, right?
I saw a video.
It's
I
like
saw some
bluish
pictures.
green type shit.
It's
I
mainly
don't know,
green,
bro.
I think. It's
But
I've
look,
seen-
look, fuck the space lasers. This is what I gotta say. This is the most realistic thing that I've seen when I was over there. That isn't a photo, and that isn't fucking like social media and like, oh, you gotta look through a fucking video and try to pause it at certain point. No. It's right in your fucking face.
Yeah.
Literally, like, so how it's designed, like the old town of Lahaina.
Lahaina.
That's what got
Yeah.
hit, right? And you go in through so when you're coming from the fucking resorts, which is like maybe a mile away, you know what I'm saying? Coming in, and they have this road that you can go down that's on the side of the fucking coast. You feel me? They have houses and shit you're passing by. And
Is that Road to Hana?
I don't
not
I'm
Road to
not
Hana, right?
I'm not all that descriptive with it.
Yeah.
But
I was just curious.
it's the road to Old Lahaina. Like where you go to the bars and they have like a comedy spot and they have like hella restaurants, dude, and like hella shops and shit. I found a fucking dispensary over there one time, dude.
Oh, yeah.
And it was selling weed out of LA. And I'm like, oh, this is dope, probably.
Oh, wow.
But because they found a loophole because weed is illegal over there. Still.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
But somehow you can anyways.
Yeah.
So there's a whole bunch of tight shit over there, right? So now you can't they have it all blocked off.
Oh, really?
Even though it's burnt. They
Yeah.
have it blocked off.
I've seen honestly videos and pictures and shit of the.
They have it blocked off.
Yeah.
Like as if there were like military mines in that motherfucker, bro.
Yeah.
They have it blocked off and they have motherfuckers patrolling the area back and forth, right?
Yeah.
But the thing that tripped me out and shit about the whole thing and shit was that it was burnt in a certain area. It even burnt up a little bit, like on this like hillside and shit in this little square.
Coast, but still hillside area.
But
and
the
shit.
wood,
Yeah.
the wood was so old and shit to where, like, I'm looking at cinder blocks. I used to do demolition and shit, right?
Yeah.
Before I did the job I'm at now and shit, and my first job, I worked at a fucking burnt house, right?
Oh, really?
And it was a brick foundation, and the heat was so hot to where it burnt the bricks. You can scrub any.
Yeah.
There's nothing really
Feeling that heat. Yeah.
You know
Still
what I'm
feeling
saying?
that heat from
It's
after the
there.
fire.
It's painted in there. It's
Yeah.
fucking plastered in there. You know what I mean? So when I'm looking at some of these cinder blocks and shit, no heat, no black marks, nothing.
Yeah.
So if you would get it burnt like a piece of fucking napkin, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just
That shit would, yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And anything that wasn't like, cause like, you know what I mean? But in other areas, it was way badder. But the thing about it was how contained it was.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
No, believe me,
So, perfect example. This black area on this table, I don't know if the camera can see it. Okay, cool. So
Yeah.
this black area, right? I'm gonna put down some landmarks. This is Safeway. Literally, right here. And this is a gas station. And then over here, this cat represents all the fucking towns from here to fucking there, right?
Whole
Obliterated.
strip. Whole strip.
Obliterated.
Oh, wow.
Somehow Safeway is good. Safeway and all the other shit that's around is good. And then there's a fucking Shell gas station right there. Perfect. But then if I move the cap over here, no, fuck that. The phone where I was talking about the uphill shit where it looked like the cinder block wasn't burnt.
Yeah.
Right by the fucking gas station.
Well,
They had it contained in such a good way, but they did it in a way to where it was like you couldn't do shit, and they still have it blocked off.
Right.
And it's sad too, like in a certain area, because they're like they have missing cat and missing dog, missing children, missing
Everything.
elders, missing everything, bro. Anything you can think of that was either a family member, and that was maybe considered still alive at the time. They're still trying to be found.
The real fucking tragedy is the way just the world moves on, and it's fucked up, bro. Because it's you know, they're still dealing. You were just out there, so they're still dealing with this shit.
That's
but like
life.
the news cycle doesn't care. You know, they're not getting the support money still. You know what I mean? They're sending all that money
That's
over
life.
to fucking Ukraine. It's life. Don't get me wrong, but like the fucking, you know, just the ADD kind of news cycle. You know, where it's like we still have these crazy disasters that people are still living through, still dealing with, still recovering from. You know, that wasn't even that long. It was like a year.
This
year
makes
ago?
me okay. So what you're
How many
talking
died,
about?
by the way?
This makes I don't know, dude. I'm not
was trying to
even
figure that out, too.
I'm not even gonna fucking put that number out there.
Yeah.
Do your
Hold on.
research.
I'm gonna be right back.
If
Sorry.
anyone that's listening to shit and that's interested in this whole topic and shit, this really happened.
Do your research.
Do your fucking research.
Yeah.
But the thing that really fucking like really made me think that like it was government shit too, was because all right. If a natural disaster happens in your town, right? It doesn't matter who's there or
even if it's a major
what
town.
fucking the people are. It doesn't fucking matter, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a town, right?
Yeah.
You have officials there that their job is to save the motherfuckers in the town and make sure the town is good.
Make
all
sure the
that
whole
shit.
town is going.
There's hella rules that come into this shit, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So then the shit that makes me think that, oh, this is the government, bro. Because Maui
Yeah.
is an island, bro. It's not like Maui and Honolulu are the same fucking things. It's
Yeah.
not.
No,
Two
yeah,
different
yeah.
fucking things. All the
Yeah.
islands go off for their own shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, with Maui and shit, there was this bridge that said Lahaina Strong.
Lahaina Strong.
It said Lahaina and Maui Strong. The government would fucking cover that up.
Yeah, yeah.
What's the point? What's the point of that?
Again, yeah, no, yeah. Honestly, with the whole like, it's sus basically, and I don't want to go too deep into this whole thing, but you're telling me that the government has been reading our messages, text messages, phone calls, and you haven't
I'll be back.
and you haven't came across one email or text when 9/11 was happening.
What, dude? Hey, no, for
That's
real.
bullshit.
No,
I was
they
gonna,
did.
That's
I was gonna say
bullshit.
about
They
the,
did.
I was gonna say about the Maui shit, just real quick too. I went there a couple times when I was young. That's why
Oh,
it's
yeah.
so important to me. I went when I was in like middle school.
Yeah.
I went in 7th grade and 8th grade. Come
Yeah.
on, dude. That place is important to me forever.
Yeah.
And when we were there, the fucking like tsunami alarm system went off.
Yeah.
Like each time we were there, the tsunami alarm system went, and the tsunami and the hurricane system went off. Monsoon, sorry, not a hurricane, but a monsoon.
Yeah.
That's what they call
You're
it. This
good.
is different.
Yeah, yeah.
But it went off super hard. Like each
Yep.
time we went there, and we were both like, "What the fuck's going down? This is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, is this about to be some shit?"
Yeah.
And they're like, "No, this is just what we do to be careful, to be
Exactly,
safe,
exactly.
because the shit gets real out here."
They do.
And the fact that that system didn't go into place during a fucking the most disastrous fucking fire they've ever seen, like
Yeah.
ever in the history of the fucking island,
Yeah.
is sus.
Well,
That's
yeah,
real.
yeah. It
Yeah.
honestly, it's
But,
it's
you
always
know,
been sus,
yeah.
honestly, especially when fucking America, like, you know, like colonized that shit, and it's like,
Well, dude, that's a whole thing too. What's that?
No.
I'll say I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick though.
Bathroom breaks, yeah.
Bathroom breaks.
Yeah, right,
Bathroom breaks.
right, yeah. I know y'all are like at the booth at a restaurant where you're like, you gotta get out and I gotta get out.
It's good though. It's good.
Yeah, man. Dude, that's what I'm saying. This is a real ZUDECAST episode. We talking about fucking government conspiracies and cover-ups and shit, bro. Let's fucking go. So you my boy, bro.
Hey, you're my boy too,
bro.
You
for
my
real.
boy too, Eli. I
Yeah,
swear
bro,
to God,
for real.
dude.
Dude, you fucking, you already know you're fucking broke it. Bro, you're welcome to, if I'm ever not around, bro, you're welcome to like co-host in my place, bro, for real. Like on that shit, bro.
I feel like I'm
yeah.
capable of that,
Yeah, bro, because like,
I've been doing some Twitch shit. I don't know if anyone
Yeah.
that's I've been doing Twitch.
yeah, follow
shit
Sol
for a
on
minute,
Twitch, bro. He's fucking be streaming. He does good DJ sets.
Not no
bro.
more, not no more, not no more, not no more. But that's because of a console issue. I was streaming off my Xbox this whole time.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like my Xbox and my Mac.
Well, we should do a game stream over at the Casa, bro. Like you still haven't been to Zude House yet. Y'all haven't been to Zude House, so I gotta go to.
You need to. Have you ever played VR?
No, that's what I'm saying, bro. We gotta do some VR shit for sure. Yeah,
I'm gonna
VR
bring my headset.
VR goof and be hilarious.
I'm gonna bring my
bro.
headset.
Yeah.
I've dope games that you guys will fucking hella fucking like.
Yeah, bro. We gotta figure out
Okay.
how to.
We gotta do
stream
video
it.
game shit. I'm down for video game shit.
Yeah, yeah, video game shit, bro. Yeah, we're some gamers over there.
I'm a gamer, bro. I've been gaming my entire life, bro.
Yeah. Let's hear your what are some of your favorite games, Sol? Let's hear it. Let's hear your favorite
Well,
games.
Oh man.
I know that's a big question, but
Okay, you know what? No, I'm go off the rip.
Here.
Modern favorite games, like right now. Bro,
Look at this,
squeeze
look at
through, bro.
this, look at
Squeeze
this.
through, bro. Squeeze through, bro. You got it, bro. Ah, shit.
This is
180, don't worry
this is the one caveat to the new room is narrow, but you know what?
I feel it. You good?
I'm gonna
It's
say
narrow,
this.
but
Honestly,
it's
I
long.
love the setup though. I love the fucking setup.
Oh,
Congrats,
guys,
bro. Congrats.
dude, guys, I just want to say, to anybody watching, I don't know if anybody's watching now, but can you tell we all have hung out and talked and schmoozed before playing? Like we all are just goofing right now.
We already know what the
bro.
fuck is going on.
Yeah, bro.
This is how
I am gonna
mean,
make some posts though to add people onto the live.
Yeah.
stream and shit,
Invite
so I'm
people.
gonna do that.
Honestly, I don't care, dude. This is a bonus episode at this
Honestly,
point, bro.
no,
I don't
yeah,
give a fuck.
again-
We can go as long as we want. I don't care. I officially
Yeah.
don't care. Normally I'd like for like the minier ones, I'll try to be like, all right, half hour just because it's nice.
I get
nice
it.
and short.
It's more consumable too at the same time.
It's more
yeah.
consumable, but also I'm like, y'all are the dogs. So like, y'all are the
I feel
dogs.
that,
Like this is like
yeah.
a whole episode in itself. So I
Yeah.
appreciate y'all. We boozing, we pissing,
We boozing.
we pissing, bro. Like that's how you know. Like I said, that's how you know
I know we're not AI, bitch. We're not there yet, bro.
Exactly.
AI can't piss like I do. That's for sure.
Facts.
Bro, they're still trying to figure. Okay, I think that should be our next one. Have you talked to AI before?
I try not to. I try not to, but
Really?
sometimes I'll say my AI usage that I primarily use the most is AI background generation for like art, so that I can create assets to which I can either use as backgrounds or use to make my own backgrounds. So I'll like create AI assets, use it, and then I'll draw my own composition over it so that it's my own drawing still, but I did use AI to help me compose the idea. That's my main usage of AI, and also for captions as well as like YouTube titles, like what's going to be a title that's going to hit the hardest, what's going to be a description that's going to help it hit the hardest. We'll do that sometimes.
An eye catcher.
Yeah, because the description matters on YouTube. I'm still trying to learn YouTube, by the way. You'd think that we...
Oh, okay. Little spill.
That's for the... Hey, oh! Nice, dude. You just did a... all of my jacket.
It actually wasn't.
I'm not tripping, bro.
I'm sorry. There we go.
But no, I feel where you're coming from, though. No,
You're all good,
Eli. But that's my main use of AI that I do.
And can I say? I
hate Opus. I'll just say that right now. I fucking am not a fan of Opus. Opus is really stupid.
What's Opus? It sounds like opium.
Opus is like a video editor one.
Yeah.
And it's cool if you do like shorter form content or like medium form content, but like ZUDECAST is just way too fucking chaotic for Opus. It's like, here's what I think you'll like, and it's just like, no, this is trash. This is trash, bud. Sorry, this is fucking garbage. Like, and Opus, it's like a lot of people are starting to do it. It's better if you use all scripted content. Like if you're talking in front of camera and every word is intentional. Yeah, that's what Opus is good for. ZUDECAST is not that. ZUDECAST is very in flux. You know, like
it's everything. But at the same time, it's a lot of things. Yeah.
But what were you gonna say, Sol, about the AI? I'm sorry.
I would just say a quick plug-in. You had the homie on not too long ago, Off-White.
Off-White, yeah.
I've grown up with that motherfucker for like years. Same with me and Rashawn, Willie, and shit, and Jorian. Shout Off-White.
Yeah, man. No,
it's funny, dude. The fact that you just said that was that like literally like right before you got to my spot, I was looking at their page and shit. And I seen a little short. Do you guys make the shorts?
I'm not gonna lie. I love you guys, Bobby, Chris. I've edited pretty much all except like 2 reels for the past like
dude,
year
your
and a half.
editing skills are fucking crazy. But
it's top notch.
I seen the Off-White short and it made me want to watch the whole interview.
Yeah,
and I put that on my and I'm pretty good on it on YouTube. With
yeah.
With the what the fuck is it? Is it the add to watch later type shit?
Oh, watch later. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Off-White was cool, man. He came through. It's kind of funny, bro, because he I hope he doesn't get like offended by it. He thought that ZUDECAST was a thing, like one of y'all's things, and so he was
really?
He was like, hey, let me get on, and he thought he was talking to Jorian the whole time.
Oh, well,
I was like, no, bro, we're our own thing, man. And I was like, we're a totally different thing. We just did the one episode.
Yeah, because you got it confused because I guarantee. Did you beat up fucking Jorian and shit?
Hit up.
I hit him up. We did an episode together, and I put the clip.
Yeah.
And that's why he hit us up right after that. And he's like, yo, let me get an interview. But it was. Here's
the thing about that.
Like, was he bummed out?
No. He just thought that it was like one of y'all's.
He thought it was.
I'm about to watch the interview anyway. I don't even know why the fuck I'm asking.
No.
I'm about to watch it, bro.
Let me add on to that. So, Off-White hit it up Jorian to be on Smoking with X. And we were trying to have like pick a day with Off-White, but XCVI was having like scheduling problems. Off-White was having scheduling problems, and but we basically told Off-White like whenever you're free, bro, hit us up and then we'll do it at our place. And he's been at my place before, like years ago, but I could kind of understand why he thought ZUDECAST and like Young Gama were like the same thing and shit and whatnot.
Yeah, it was just a funny mix up, but I was it was still a great interview. We're hanging too, and talking shit and chopping it up about You know, I mean, I love doing the. Because, I mean, it's an interview, but it's like, come on. I'm not pressing any of, you know, I'm not pressing any of the guests really too hard, you know.
You're just getting to know them and just
and like,
wanting to share shit. Yeah,
you know, it's like, it's really about just the, you know, our whole thing is about just the vibe. Because even when we used to cover, like, because we do Zudes with the news, and so we cover serious stories. We cover deep dives on history stuff. We did the MK Ultra deep dive a while back.
I've seen that, yeah.
We did fucking...
Y'all should do the whole Leonardo DiCaprio being here and just be like, hey, try to fucking... Because I've seen people like post and shit where they're really out there trying to get footage of the whole movie that he's shooting and of him. And I'm all like, that's crazy.
Actually, that would be covered.
You guys live in downtown. You guys are in downtown too.
Fuck that. How about this? Live your life, mind your own fucking business, and wait till the fucking movie comes out, bro.
It's gonna be action
spoilers.
Hey,
ain't no spoilers, bro. Fuck that. I want to watch that movie, and I know everyone else in SAC wants to watch that movie too.
You want to know
why?
You
guys want to fucking
you want to know? Hey,
spoil it.
You want to know why I feel obligated to harass Leonardo DiCaprio?
Why?
Because
oh my God,
one of my other one of my other rap personas, and I fucking keep on being a little too loose-lipped about it because it's so good. But it's Leonardo, because it's Adrian Grody, which is Adrian Brody's an actor, so Adrian Grody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then it's Leonardo DiCaprio. Yeah.
I like
that.
Yeah. I like that.
Oh, yeah. Nobody take that. That's mine too. I'm bold. Leonardo DiCaprio.
My homie Leonardo, he busts Caprios, bro. Watch out, fool.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
To add on to that,
so I have to go out there and harass my idol. And now if Adrian Brody was in Sacramento, you already know I would fucking be up in his gills. Just like he was up in that one gills in that movie Splice. So
love that movie.
Dude,
Adrian Brody is a long-nosed motherfucker in King Kong, right?
Oh, yeah. I just want to say, I don't know if you can say that. So, but
wait. Is long nose a term now that I don't know?
I don't think he's Jewish anyway, so
bro,
I wouldn't know.
I didn't say long nose with the hard R, bro.
We'll cut that out if we can.
But no bullshit. I'll say right now here, and I've been meaning to say this. Here's why I chose Adrian Brody Adrian Brody is a big influence of mine because
you feel like your nose is like similar to his, but shorter.
First of all, let's do a. The bridge. I felt represented by the bridge. First of all, second of all, he fought the Predator on Predators.
I like that.
Don't get me
wrong.
Like that one. I love that movie. That movie slept on.
It was cool. I liked it.
He fucked an alien human hybrid on Splice.
Like that movie.
Okay. All right. He went toe to toe with King Kong.
Like that movie.
He survived the Sanford prison experiment on The Experiment.
Liked it.
Okay, all right. He survived the Holocaust on The Pianist.
Yep, love that movie.
All right,
Pianist.
and then last but not least, he was running around in the woods dressed like a monster while having a mental disability in the village.
Yeah,
so basically,
all good movies, all fucking good
movies. Come on,
movies.
it's your boy, it's your dog, it's Adrian Grody. You already know me.
But no, bro, those are good
movies, though. Those are good movies.
You weren't listening just now?
Yeah, all those movies he was naming out.
This fool just said,
they're all me.
I want to be him because he had contacts with aliens, and the next one he fucked the alien, and then the other one he went against a giant ape, and then the other one he survived against some whatever the fuck he said.
All I'm saying is I feel represented by the feats that this man has accomplished.
Good.
He inspired me. He inspired me. I said, yeah, I want to fuck an alien. I want to fight a giant monster. I want to kill another alien. And I also want to dress up like a monster in the woods, scaring people while having autism.
Yep. That's what it was. Autism was the last one. That's what I heard.
But no bullshit. Let's just shut out Sacramento because Sacramento has been doing this thing. We have Leonardo DiCaprio shooting a movie here. We also have Michael Cera and other people shooting another movie here. So shout out to Sacramento because Sacramento is on the fucking map.
We all ain't shouting out Michael Cera. I'll shout out Leonardo though. Michael Cera's a weirdo, bro. Have you seen how he be acting around female actors and shit? I ain't shouting out
Yes
that
and
fucking
no,
weirdo,
but
dude.
at the same time, I'm just glad that Sacramento's
from
on
Sac?
the map. No.
You know
He's
who's from
shooting
Sac?
music. He's shooting
You know
music.
who's from Sac? That's a fucking other weirdo.
Wait,
Brie
Tom
Larson.
Hanks?
Brie Larson.
Tom Hanks is from Sac.
Tom
He went to
Tom
Sac.
Hanks is
Yeah, he
from-
went to Sac State.
Brie Larson's from
Brie
Sac?
Larson's from Sac.
Brie Larson's from Sac.
Yep.
That makes a lot of
She's
sense.
not
Captain
weird.
Marvel.
She's not weird. It makes sense why she's like
She's
that. If
weird
she's from
sometimes.
Sac, okay, that makes
She's
sense.
weird sometimes.
No,
I've
she's
done
just
research.
pushing. She's just pushing the whole fucking like how movies are more fucking.
I get it.
You know what I mean?
I get it.
There's
I
nothing
get
wrong
it.
with that.
But
she's not throwing it down your throat.
yeah,
You feel me?
yeah.
Like, okay, yeah, that sounds
Also,
like.
I'll
some
say-
Sac. I
I'll
never
say
knew that was
my
Sac.
problem with-
But you know what Tom Hanks is doing? Have you
Weird
guys heard what
shit.
Tom Hanks is
Yeah,
doing?
yeah. Him and his wife. Yeah.
Grody.
His son is from
think-
Sacramento.
you
too.
think
You heard
Grody-
what Tom Hanks is doing, bro? No, seriously, bro. There's been a lot of them coming out.
Yeah, believe
Let's
me.
not get into
Here's the
that
thing.
too much
Here's the
into
thing.
that.
Why do you think he
Here's
moved
the
to
thing.
Greece? Why do you think he moved to Greece?
Here's the thing.
Why do you think he moved
With
to Greece?
ZUDECAST, we've agreed to not talk about PDF files.
Yep.
And
Shit!
unfortunately, we made one exception for the Jeffrey Epstein episode we just did a while back. But and I'm not
I'll
accusing.
loop around it.
I'm
I'll
not
loop around it.
accusing. I'm not accusing. You know, it's just
I'll
because
talk
it's
about
just,
something new, dude.
we don't know these
No,
people.
no. You're good. You're
hold on,
good.
no.
I don't like Tom Hanks. Fuck Tom Hanks. Trust me.
I know. But wait, I got you.
But
okay.
we don't. Yeah, we.
Have you guys been to Greece yet? Have you guys been to Greece
No,
recently?
I'd love to
You
go to
want to know
Greece.
something interesting about Greece's laws, dude?
Well,
What?
Greece is the kingdom of the ass boys. I'll say that.
Isn't it like their
We're talking about that
boys.
Greek yogurt, bro.
No, but their level of it's okay to have sex with this age is like what?
Oh no.
Oh.
Sorry.
We're not.
guess what?
We're not talking about age.
Sorry.
Tom Hanks moved there. All right, I'm done.
Tom Hanks moved there. There we go.
Yeah,
there we
that's
go.
it. Let's just drop it from there. Drop it from
No,
there.
no.
Look it up. Look it up.
Trust me. I mean,
Look it up.
trust me, dude. Hey, I'll say this.
You can,
I mean,
you can cut this whole
I'll say
fucking
that,
part out if you. If
I
you
ain't
need
cutting
to.
shit, buddy. I ain't cutting shit. ZUDECAST, we fucking. I've only had to ban one episode of ZUDECAST.
Oh really?
What was
How
it
bad
about?
did it get? If
What was
you
it
can
about?
mention.
Was it about like
It was
J.E.?
not-
It
it
was about
was-
J.E. and fucking the fucking wheelchair guy.
Oh no! Oh no!
about
Oh no!
those
Stephen
guys?
Hawking's. I still got. Dude,
Your Stephen Hawking
put me
shit.
on a wheelchair. Put me on
Your
a
Stephen
plane.
Hawking shit is the best, dude.
Dude, you saw that? You saw that one?
dude,
Yeah,
Stephen Hawking
yeah.
shit
Dude,
is
no,
so
the Stephen
fucking
Hawking
funny,
shit
bro.
was hilarious,
It's
bro.
so funny, bro.
Put me on a wheelchair. Put me on a plane. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Before I go insane.
Yeah.
I can't control my fingers.
Please,
I can't control my brain. Oh, no.
No, yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I guess when it comes down to Tom Hanks, that's when we got to cut the mic, right? Yeah,
No,
like-
not just Tom Hanks.
A lot of people. But let's just say
Look,
that.
here's the thing. You got a friend in me.
Oh my god.
You ever heard that old school edit where he's like, they like chopped it like one syllable at a time, and he's like, "Suck my motherfucking dick."
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, I heard
It's
that
like
shit. That
they
shit's
chopped
crazy.
the Toy
The
Story
internet
shit.
would be always undefeated.
For me,
The
Internet would always
internet is
undefeated.
undefeated, bro. Shout out to being a product of the internet. That's
Right.
what ZUDECAST. ZUDECAST wouldn't be here if I wasn't morally corrupted by the internet at a young age.
Do you guys comment on posts?
No, I try not to unless it's like a real kind of small niche community where I feel
Yeah.
like my comment will actually matter. I try not to comment on like a big ass post that's going viral and shit.
Yeah.
But if it's like a YouTuber I watch a lot and he's got like a couple thousand subscribers,
And it's
like
going
I feel
happen. Yeah, it's happening.
Even if you
yeah.
just can't stand the dude, you just won't comment and shit. Like the Island
I don't.
Boys.
I don't.
You like the Island Boys?
I
bro?
try. I try to. No. First of all, no.
But you don't comment on it. You don't be like, man, these guys are fucking just clown emoji, clown
Well-
emoji, clown emoji, clown emoji.
I try to be like constructive with
Yeah.
like what I have to say about
Yeah.
something, or if it's a critique, it's like a critique. It's not just talking shit or mouthing off. It's a critique. And I'll say one of my favorite YouTubers. He was doing a video of like, oh, what kind of Mortal Kombat characters? Because it was like Mortal Kombat stuff. I love Mortal Kombat. I just want to say
Same.
that's one of my hugest influence on my art, my fucking writing. Mortal Kombat's the shit. And he was saying, he's like, oh, what kind of like Mortal Kombat characters would you like to see if they made like a new character, like your own original character? What kind of character would you make? And so I was like, I would love to see like a more Eldritch inspired kind of Lovecraft / Bloodborne style character in Mortal Kombat, because I feel like they haven't gone into like the existential
That
horror
depth.
bit
I kind of
yet.
like how
Yeah.
they're bringing up new characters, though, bro.
They gotta keep
I like
new
how
characters.
they brought
new
in. I like how they brought in Invincible and they brought in Peacemaker and they're
Yeah.
bringing in Homeland Highlander.
Even in the last one,
shit
they
is
had
tight.
Alien, they had fucking Predator, they had fucking Jason, they had fucking
and it makes
Leatherface.
sense because those dudes are like gory dudes. So then
Yeah.
the next one they'll bring up is I was trying to ask you if you've seen this movie and shit. It's
Which one?
It's this like me and him. After Golden Bear, we're talking about like horror movies. My bad. Go ahead.
No, you're good. I just want to say real quick. You know who almost made it in Mortal Kombat? Almost before Omni-Man, because Ed Boon, he even said, he's like, I watched the first episode of Invincible and I was like, we getting Omni-Man. He's like, I'm gonna make this happen.
Yeah.
But he said almost before that, it was almost Michonne from Walking Dead, and I think that
Oh,
would have been
wow.
that would have been tight
That
too.
would've been pretty cool.
Yeah, that would have been cool too. Yeah,
Just like how DC did the Ninja Turtles and stuff and everything like that.
shit.
Yeah,
I fucks with the Ninja Turtles.
No,
I fucks with-
Michonne would have been cool, but it's just
Yeah.
like what is her finishes going to be though?
they could
just some
they could do
katana
their
shit,
own thing.
bro.
They could do
Like,
their own
yeah,
thing
she
with
could be-
that.
Yeah,
she's
but she
tight.
barely finished zombies off like that. All she did was
And had them as pets, too.
Like she didn't really fatality motherfuckers and shit. There was no need to in that fucking show.
Leatherface
Right.
don't have fatalities like that, but
I feel like
mean,
the
they do that.
perfect one if you're going to bring up that show, Negan.
Negan was
Negan, yeah. Negan wasn't a
Negan would have some crazy fatalities, bro.
Negan was in Tekken. There you go.
Negan would have. Think about Negan's
was in
fatalities,
Tekken.
bro.
Yeah.
One of his fatalities would be the infamous fucking one where
Smashing head.
he smashed that Asian dude's fucking eyeball out.
yeah.
That would be one. And then the other one that he had, I think it's like a spin-off or something, but I seen it in a fucking.
I've seen the first 2-3
where like
episodes.
he fucking cuts the dude's guts out and it's like it will rain more.
Yeah,
it will
yeah,
rain.
yeah,
or whatever the
yeah.
fucking quote was.
I've seen a couple of that new show that he's in. It's still Walking Dead, but it's another Walking Dead
Bro,
show.
Walking
yeah.
Dead got crazier.
I haven't finished Walking Dead yet, but I honestly watched a little bit also the show after that, Living Walking Dead or some shit. They had 2 shows. They have Walking Dead and then Living Walking Dead, and I watched a little bit of that. And I just started the fucking the one with Negan and the wife that he killed the person of and shit. But no, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
No, see, like Walking Dead, I remember when I first watched it for the first 3 seasons, and I just couldn't watch it no more because when I'm ever watching movies, I don't want motherfucking bullets in the fucking shit looking like, oh, the CGI.
Well, it's a show.
No, bro. In the beginning, it was like that.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Too much
something
shooting.
happened. Something happened.
They said less shooting and more stabbing and slicing.
No, they
I would
were
say.
shooting niggas. But the
Yeah.
thing about it was that the fucking choreography and the fucking animation and all that shit was
Yeah.
different. They had a better production. Like at first I feel
Yeah.
like when it started, it was like a lesser production in a way because
Every show,
like
yeah,
because
like
like
every show.
if you rewatch how the first season, the first 3 seasons
It's
went,
corny.
the blood was just animated. It was
Yeah.
like animated like how I would animate shit on fucking iMovie.
Yeah.
Well, think too. It was 2011. And it was coming on IFC, or was it IFC or AMC?
Oh,
AMC is
shit.
still
AMC,
is
yeah.
still
But
know.
that
Still
was
a
when,
thing.
but that was when FX and shit wasn't really showing sex scenes and cussing like that. Now they
Now
cuss
they are.
and
Yeah,
now they show shit.
Walking Dead pushed the boundaries, bro.
They did,
because they're
yeah.
like, what? It's zombies.
I think Sons of
It's
Anarchy did
fine.
that, bro.
Sons of Anarchy too. It was around the same time. Sons of Anarchy, Walking Dead, Breaking Bad, Game of Thrones, Legends.
Game of
Because
Thrones
they
was
all-
only HBO.
I know, but they all came around at similar times, and they all pushed the boundaries
No,
of
I
what's
know,
okay
but
at the
they
time. You
did.
know?
They did.
I'm talking about like I know y'all remember a time, right? I used to watch the MMA all the fucking time.
Yeah.
UFC all the time.
MMA, yeah.
And that was the only fucking thing where you can watch where these motherfuckers would talk and they couldn't mute what these niggas were saying because it was live.
Yeah.
And then the pre-recorded shit, like after it went live, and then
Yeah.
then they would mute and then boop 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 boop,
Yeah.
put those little boops in and shit.
Yeah.
I caught a couple of them live. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then fast forward, and that was like I was like maybe middle school. Fucking senior year in high school. You still FX was not like fucking
Doing what they're doing
cussing
now.
and shit,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Right.
And then out of nowhere, and then I stopped. But I didn't have cable for a minute. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't have none of that for a minute.
A hot minute,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? That's why I be just watching B-Flicks.
Yeah.
Hey guys, bflix.to. If you want to catch
Also,
movies for the free,
Put
cut them
Locker.
subscriptions off and shit. You can fucking be watching this shit
Putlocker.pe
free,
too.
man. Foot Locker's another one?
Put Locker is another one, yeah.
Put, is it Put or
Put
Foot?
Locker, yeah. Put Putlocker. Put Locker. I watch all my free shit. Free movies, free shows, all that shit there.
Yep. Yeah.
All right. Hey, y'all. I hate to fucking call it,
Nope.
but
Go ahead.
this is where I'd call even a regular ZUDECAST episode. So let's hear some final plugs. What y'all got coming down the pipeline, bro? Both of y'all.
Go ahead, Sully. Go ahead. If you want to go.
What's down the pipeline?
Like promoting anything.
Of
Just,
anything y'all got coming up.
My bad, bro.
No,
I'm over
you're
here
no,
thinking
you're
like,
good,
oh,
bro.
shit,
Dude, no, I'm having a great time, bro.
Bro, do you want me to fart right now?
Dude, do it,
Down
bro.
the
Do it.
pipeline.
Just fucking let it
All right,
rip,
look.
bro. Into the
So,
mic, bro.
Real shit. I know we've been having a really good time.
But
But now it's time to get dialed in real quick. So, March 23rd, we have a show called The Void. And it's going to happen at the Young God Mob headquarters. The
AKA
address-
the Void.
The Void. Young God Mob HQ.
Void.
But go ahead.
Anyways, so it's gonna happen at the Young God Mob headquarters and shit. There's gonna be a really dope setup, a lot of vendors. There's gonna be a lot of games too. Let's say that like you just go in there for like a couple of the fucking people, and then you're not really interested. Whatever the fuck your deal is and shit. You can go inside, play some pool, play some shit, play some games, get some drinks, smoke some smoke, and still listen to the music.
Enjoy some music.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be
I'm
really
gonna
fun.
have PlayStation, Xbox games. I'm gonna have foosball. I'm gonna have darts. I'm trying to have a pool table. I'm trying to get a pool table before the locks in.
You know what you got to get? Do you have? I just want to say, not to interrupt, but do you have Smash Bros. Melee?
I don't have
because you know
a
who does.
Who? You,
And I can bring it.
if you want to
This
bring it, go
guy.
ahead. If you
Yeah.
want to bring it, because honestly, I have friends who have like fucking switches and shit. It's just who have the remotes, who are willing to bring it and set it up and shit. The more the merrier. Again, I'm trying to have pool, but we will definitely have will be darts, fucking ping pong, beer pong, Xbox and PlayStation games. And drinks. We have vendors. You want to buy some shit. Also, live performances going on. Don't forget to check out those performances.
Yeah.
But yeah, March 23rd at the Void.
Void.
Try to show up.
Show up.
Don't
just look out posts and just be like, oh, I see
Right.
what's going on. Hey, don't be that fucking Larry. I'm talking to all of y'all, and I'm about to get in y'all shit real quick, because I'm tired of it. I see it all the time. I see who views my shit and doesn't show up. Fuck y'all. How about this? If y'all don't fuck with me, don't view my shit at all. If y'all don't fuck with us,
don't even come out.
Don't even view it.
Yeah.
Don't even
Stay your
like
ass
it.
inside.
Don't even comment. If y'all not there and shit,
But
what the fuck?
for other shit?
The thing is like, we on the small scale independent movement, so it's
course.
like, come on out, y'all. Like for real, like there ain't
Show
nothing
support.
to lose.
Small
bro.
scale though, still. Instagram, I'm talking
like,
to you,
for-
Instagram. You know who the fuck you are.
Like in terms of how much, like the value, the bang for your buck.
Yeah.
If you come out to a YGM fucking show or a CSSB show or any of these, you're
Anything.
getting 5-10 times the bang for your buck,
Bro.
Facts.
for coming out to these events, because
Yeah.
you're gonna network, you're gonna get all this music, all these performances, but you're also gonna get the plug on some beverages.
You're gonna have
get the
fun,
plug-
connections.
You're gonna have fun, the
Yeah.
connections, the
Yeah.
networking. If you're somebody
Yep.
who's trying to make something happen, you gotta come out to this
Exactly.
stuff. You want to
It's
know
one
why?
of those
You want
things-
to know why you gotta come out?
Why?
It's because we love you.
Hey, and I will explain what that means. You come out. Don't be afraid to talk to any of us. Come
Yeah.
out. Seriously, come out.
Yeah, if you need a photographer,
Fucking
if
come
you need
out.
fucking rapper, if you need
Even
a
if
model,
you just wanted
anything.
to fucking chill. This fool's
That
talking
too.
about business right now. Fucking business,
Well, that's
Larry.
the whole thing. We got to be big on business. But yes, yeah, okay, I'm always on business. No. But for like,
You're right.
For like for shows and shit, that's what's coming out. I got nothing solo music wise coming out. I'm taking a break on making music and shit. But right now my focus is on just this show and making shows and podcasts and fucking just content, anything.
Hey, fun fact, just before we end it. No one else does this, but I think I'm the only one in the group that says this shit. And it's just because I was recruited, but the only one who really keeps me fucking entwined with shit is, so I call him.
I try.
I call him Boss Man. Don't I?
Yeah, you do.
Bro, he hates it.
I hate it. I hate it.
He goes, bro, stop calling me. I'm like, bro.
I'm not boss man.
Yeah, you're Boss Man, bro.
I understand.
This is Boss Man right here, bro. You know what I mean? So I'm saying, dude, Like, seriously, if you want to come out, if you want to have a good time and shit, on March 23rd, come out, have a good time. It's pretty much all ages and shit. Come out, and if you're younger and shit, you can drink and all that, but don't fucking act a fool.
Bring your own shit, I would say.
Maybe, probably bring your own shit and shit, but if shit pops off and shit, that's on you. You feel me? It's on us.
We are IDing of, like, you know, people who, like, you know, like, people and vendors who are selling
you plan on
alcoholic drinks and shit.
Are you planning on having a cypher after?
We can have a cipher after.
I think
it all depends.
I think that's like
you better have a cipher after, because Grody's gonna come and sit with fucking shit, bro. Adrian, Grody already know me. I'll be flowing and going and spitting the fucking shit.
The cipher is for sure.
Yeah,
it's going to be after all the sets. So even if you're not performing, come fucking through if you want to get your shit out. The people who are performing are not going to be a part of the cipher. Is going to be more towards the people who aren't performed. Yeah, and that aren't on the name and all that shit. So come through. Don't feel like you can't come through. Just fucking come through and shit. Yeah. Meet us and shit. Don't be afraid to fucking come directly to me and tell me your name, and come directly to Godfrey and tell me. And if you see Eli, don't be afraid to either and shit. We're gonna make you feel at home. We're gonna make you feel at home. Make you feel a part of this shit.
You mean Grody, right? Who's Eli?
Grody.
Grody. Oh yeah. See, guys, this is a poison. This is a poison to this. I start forgetting names. My fault. It's Grody.
But I'll say that's all the plugins, right? March 23rd, our show. Check out our music, Young God Mob, even our solo shit as artists. Show us some love. If you have a venue or if you have shows, hit us up. You know, try to get Young God Mob on, or even solo acts on, even any of our members or whatever. Show us love. We'll show you love. Scratch our back. We scratch your back.
Yes, sir.
This and that. We're trying to make business. Don't expect no fake shit with us. Don't expect no dumb shit with us.
We promote the fake shit. We ain't about that shit. We ain't about none of that shit, bro. Yeah. We ain't about none of no fake shit.
Again, Grody, thank you for having us on.
Thank you guys for coming on, for real, dude. I mean, like I said, it was such a casual cast, because like, again, we've all been the dogs, bro, for real. Like, we've all been the fucking boys. We've all been known each other for like
3-4 years now.
Yeah, for real. So it's been a minute. Like I said, I was like, normally these interviews are not this long at all. Yeah, but
we don't want to keep you.
I love y'all. So like, you know,
it was a long one.
It's a vibe. Like, come on, look, dabs all around, round of dabs, because y'all are the dogs, for real. Young God Mob has always been a supporter of your boy Grody and you know, Cosmic Comics and ZUDECAST, and you know, it's like I said, I gotta get y'all on 2 at a time, because there's so many of you motherfuckers.
You will get another. It won't be us, but it'll be another.
We'll get another 2 Young God Mob members, and it's gonna be crazy. So thank you for everybody tuned in, chatted. Thank you for these boys for coming through, bro. Fucking dropping the knowledge. Young God right there on the fucking forearm, bro. He's a diehard.
Hey, that's Cuffish right there and shit too. You want, tap into this shit. I swear to God, this is some real Sacramento shit. You all be talking about Solibowl and all that. No, fuck that shit. Cuffish, baby. The Cuff.
Shouts to Sacramento.
CUF. The Cuff. And then, if you want to type it in Sacramento, the Cuff, and then type in Sacramento after that. All right, you'll find it.
You can Google Young God Mob, you'll find
you motherfuckers be smooth. I hope to see you on March 23rd, baby.
March 23rd.
Shouts out to y'all, some real Zudes. Shit, the fans of Zudes.
That's a real young guy. You're a young real guy too.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm gonna take a fat piss.
I feel it. That was fun, honestly.
Eli, bro. Thank you.